to say here is that Jesus is actually going to bring the Russians out to terrorize everybody around and to even go after the Catholic Church, to knock them down, to get us out of here and open the way out of this prison planet that we are in. And then he doesn't want to destroy everything. He wants to have that time of the testing. He wants them all to just kill each other off, fight it out, the time of the testing. Since they believed in Mary and they didn't believe in him, this is what he keeps showing. So he set a trap with all the fruit to bring Russia out. Russia represents the bats. Vlad. See, all the men here are being quiet and they all have their trap set, waiting on Jesus to say when to pull the trigger. There's the one guy that they had saved earlier. He has no robe yet.
So, right here, this is the Groks, Captain Morgan, Glory, and the Great Escape, and the bats kind of represent the fall of the deal, basically, going into the lattice and whatnot. And even my Uncle Johnny, he had a fall from when he was painting a house in New Jersey, and he got up real quick, and then he realized his leg was broken. And I don't know if he had done a deal or whatever. I haven't talked to him about that. We don't really have that relationship anymore where we could say that because of the falling away and everything. But, I was going through the deal and then I had the fall. So, and then there was the whole thing with the bats and that Ahmaud Arbery thing that happened when he was looking at the house. That represents like the spirit travel, when you can see the mansion sort of thing in the spirit. And, I went through something like that. And it's all tied in with different type of homo spirits and stuff. It's all Canaan spirit and maybe even a little bit of Moab and Edom. But all those spirits vibe. And so I went through something like that after my fall too, when I was at home, safe at home. But that has to do with the bats because the bats are Spheruleti, and that's where you can pick if you want to be man or female sort of thing with the new bodies. So, and that, can date back to homo a little bit. But I'm not gay or anything. I'm just saying I've seen that sort of thing, vibe in it. So, trying to overcome it, I should say. So, and not in the sense that it was like taking hold of me, but like I had to, just keep myself sort of thing and not be bombarded by all these chaotic spirits. So, that was that Ahmaud Arbery. And, so that, could be going on right now is what I'm saying. Like this is all current, this was back then, but this is current. And, that's the trap with the bats to bring the bats out.
Has no shirt. He doesn't get his robe until the end. Until after this trap is sprung. This is when we get our robe. For the morning, dark and cold, left without the fruit. See how he's setting the fruit up here? And the fruit will bring all everybody out after it. Bring the bats out of the caves. See, it brings all the bats out. It brings Russia out. Brings everybody out for World War III. And then he springs his trap. He'll spring his trap and blow everything up and scatter them. Now he scatters them all, and he can get in.
So the fruit kind of represents like the deal prize sort of thing, like a new body given to someone or like certain advantages of, it's all like body based. The 107 is more body based. That's the Arnold Schwarzenegger one that he represents. But so then this guy that's on the ship gets the shirt, and so that's what we're doing today is we're giving the shirt to like the woman sort of thing. I've been seeing some miracles happening. It could all be fake, because of the false prophet going on, but I don't know for sure. So, but the way I see it is the woman now, she's gone through the whole towel on the head thing, not so drenched. And then now it's time for the earmuff sort of thing to do the world is not enough James Bond thing with her to, because I'm not very subtle. I don't really say everything on my channel, but I think that God is going to raise people up to fight her enemies, whoever the sacred woman is, her enemies. And it could go on at the wedding feast. And that's why there's a subliminal thing with it, because, when it says that the heaven is open and that the word of God shows up at the wedding feast, that's kind of a transitional period, and like Psalm 23 says that your enemies will be there at the wedding feast, or that the whale is in the midst of the tribulation going on, safe and sound. So it's kind of like, it can mean either one, where there's actual enemies sitting down at the table at the feast. But, so anyway, the word of God, when he opens up the heaven and takes charge, then that takes care of everything. So I just want you to understand that. Let me get this here. Let me zoom in. See right here, the woman for Israel, like Gal Gadot, she's got the towel on the head when she's holding all the, spires, or, those are like the weapons or something, or could even represent the nukes. And here, let me get this. Oh gosh. We'll go back. All right. We'll go back to it, and I'll just let it run so it doesn't, the lighting doesn't go out. But so it's like she's holding it like the guy in Terminator 2 holds it, kind of like that. The Cyberdyne Systems African American guy who represents Obama. It's like she's holding everything that Obama, kind of like how he has the shoe, and the woman has to drop the apple and it rolls over to Obama. So here's this, right here. Okay, then you could see the woman with the earmuffs. See, he's raising the glass to all them because they're going to drink the cup of his wrath, So that's just something to know. But right here, see the woman with the earmuffs, who's behind that woman? Okay. She's got like an earmuff type of kind of like a winter cap on, and that's at the Denver International Airport if you want to look at it online. But here's the creature today. Left shoulder, Henrik Olaf Stenson, learning to play golf right-handed. That's the wheel for that. That's the left shoulder. Head of a sand shark mixed with a camel. Body of a H. Draki mixed with basilisk. That's Star Wars. Forearms, okay. Butia monosperma. That's the feet. And those are... I don't really know what the shape is of those. They could be shaped like the flower even, but they hold them up, okay? They're not, they don't wilt. And then J1 Oldham is the right shoulder. That's the creature today. So I just hope what I'm actually doing in this video is the earmuffs sort of thing. We're kind of like just doing it as we're doing it. Okay, so let me see. Okay, Torrey Pines Golf Course in San Diego that Obama went to. That is 11480 North Torrey Pines Road, La Jolla, California. And that 48 represents the Chrissy Teigen, which means like the time we're in now, like she's getting the fakeness out of her breath so that it's time for the rapture or something. So that could be the symbolism. I'm just throwing out a lot of ideas to get you to think, but let me go to this here. I'm typing something in. Hold on. Okay, right here. This is President Obama leaving the Torrey Pines golf course. This is like his motorcade and everything. And, oh, whoops. Let me get it to go back here. Right here. Let me get it focused on these guys here. She closes the door. All right, notice he's got the white shorts on. This is all, these are the ones that saw the motorcade, and this was in like 2015 or something. But so then he's got the white shorts on, and wait for it. She scratches her head. Okay. She scratches her head. So now I'll show you what this is. So you believe me here. That's this. All right. And the year on that, October 12th, 2015. So the white shorts kind of means like at the wedding feast, everyone gets a white robe or a white horse. And the shorts means like a hobbit. So I'm just giving you information about the wedding feast, like because it's Torrey Pines. There's a Torrey Pines Road that I pass all the time in Las Vegas. So it kind of has that same symbolism of the It figure. And so it's like the end of Lord of the Rings 3 or something. I'm just giving ideas so that you aren't worried, okay? I don't want anyone to be worried in this time. I want everyone to ease their anxiety because the woman will be taken care of. We're going to take out her enemies. It's a trap, you see. And don't tell anyone. Shh, you know. Take off your Halloween mask. You know, take a breath so you can breathe, and just don't tell anyone. And just be calm. And so then she scratches her head because that represents the time of the woman, like figuring things out. And even what I just showed last night with that the monkey from Futurama, you know, and all that Tijuana, the fat bot, which is like fat butt, gets the reboot, you know. Let's hope that just means that I've got the boot on, you know, for my broken foot, my shattered heel. Let's hope that's all that means, and not a reset where we would go through another 2,300 days, which we just completed from Paul Walker's death. So, you know, it's up to God, but I'm just giving you the information so that you're not worried or anxious. Okay, have a good night. Thank you.